basic elements of assertive community treatment. Some of the characteristics of assertive community treatment that distinguish it from other service delivery approaches include a team approach, a small caseload, a fixed point of responsibility, in vivo services, crisis services, flexible service delivery, and time-unlimited services. Team approach. Practitioners from various disciplines work together to blend their knowledge and skills in an integrated team approach to assessment, treatment planning, and service delivery.
A multidisciplinary team approach really requires the ability for the team to work as a self-directed team. The role of our clinician team facilitator is not to direct decisions, but to facilitate a team process in which a level of consensus occurs about clinical decision-making or any decision-making. The role of the team leader is an important aspect of the ACT team. The team leader is not really the boss on an ongoing basis, only when they really need to be the boss. They're really part of that team. They need to be an equal member of that team. They need to be able to facilitate a team process. They need to be able to look at ways to create a dynamic in which people work together and make decisions on their own. In a crisis, an individual may take control of the crisis management of the situation. That may be the team facilitator. Could be anybody on the team who seems to get a handle of that situation. So therefore, in those instances, somebody may be in control and making decisions. However, even in that situation, consultation amongst the team occurs very frequently and almost on an ongoing basis until the crisis has been ameliorated.
Small caseload. A low consumer-to-staff ratio of about 10:1 allows a team to individualize care and closely monitor its effectiveness on a daily basis.
We all have the number to call in case we need them, but Charles has been doing really, really good since he has such close contact with different members of the ACT team. He knows them all by first name.
Fixed point of responsibility. Rather than sending a person to different agencies and providers for services, all of the services a person needs are provided directly by the team. If an individual needs service outside of the team is responsible for making certain that the consumer receives those services.
There's the difference between the PAC team and other programs is that each of these persons, these young, beautiful people, are specialists in their field. You have a nurse, you have a mental health advocate, you have a psychotherapist, you have all of these people that come out to visit you. They just don't sit back in the office and say, oh, I'll get to you, you know, something. They come around.
In vivo services. Services are provided in community settings rather than in an office or clinic.
One of the biggest challenges with Angel is he was so successful. This was such a severe and devastating for him and his family. He was a star football player on the high school team. He'd been playing since he was 5 years old. He made straight A's in school, and then all of a sudden he's believing that he's Jesus Christ and he's all powerful and he's not sleeping and he's becoming aggressive, and this was really frightening not only for him and the family but also for his teachers and his coaches at the high school. So we really had to go in and provide a lot of support and education not only to Angel but to his family and to the school. And we would actually go in and sometimes go to class with him, and we would have meetings with his teachers when they would report certain behaviors to us, and we would have the doctor go out there and provide a lot of education to his support system so that he wasn't shunned, but rather they were involved in his treatment and could actually see the improvement.
Crisis services. Services to prevent or respond to crises are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
We know we have a long weekend this weekend, and we want to make sure that you'll be okay over the weekend because Monday is a holiday. And wanted to make sure that you do have our number, right?
Yeah, I have your number. Yeah.
You have our number because you wanted to had a card just in case you needed it to call us over the weekend in case of any emergencies, because you know we have a 24-hour hotline.
The important thing is that we work 24/7. There's no holidays, there's no Saturday, there's no Sunday. We always are working for the clients, and they learn to recognize that.
Flexible service delivery. The team meets daily to discuss how each consumer is doing so that they can quickly adjust services in response to an individual's needs.
When you look at the entertainment center and you see that it's empty, something is not going right with Francisca. She becomes loud, she becomes agitated, she curses you out, she will close the door, or she will say that she's not home. When we see those symptoms, we know that something is not going well, that either she stopped taking her medication or that she's doing drugs. Or usually other symptom that she shows, she becomes depressed. She stays in bed all day, she doesn't eat, she doesn't shower. And then we need to take action on that because she has a medical condition, which is diabetes, and we can't play jokes about it. We have to get her hospitalized immediately because we need to stabilize her sugar first. And then that's when the whole PAC team gets involved, because we need to get involved, the MICA, the nurse, the vocational, and the Spanish speaker as well.
Time unlimited services. There is no preset limit on how long someone can receive services.
Our involvement could be on a short-term, several years basis, or it could be on a long-term basis, forever if necessary.